ministry team. These are skills you're going to need in your life as a Christian. And these opportunities are going to come up all the time for you to pray for people, so you need to know some basics. First I would point to Matthew chapter 8 and chapter 9 and chapter 10, really. But Matthew chapter 8 and chapter 9 is laid out in such a way. The theme of the Gospel of Matthew is Jesus the Messiah. He's King. Okay, so in Matthew 8 and 9, Matthew lays out 10 key miracles of Jesus' ministry that show his kingship, his authority, his power. These were significant miracles that were laid out on purpose. Jesus did maybe hundreds of miracles, but these ones are featured on purpose because of a certain category of miracle and because of the significance of the miracle that was communicating something very important. So in Matthew chapter 8 and chapter 9, it lays out 10 different miracles of Jesus, all illustrating different dimensions where Jesus is king and his authority and his purpose and the ministry that he came to earth to do. And they all point to him as the Messiah. We see in the first three miracles of Jesus, we see Jesus is our healer. He heals in three different scenarios, and Jesus came to heal people, and he's still here to heal people. He still wants to heal people. And then when Jesus calms the storm in the fourth miracle in Matthew chapter 8 still, I believe, at the end, that demonstrates Jesus is our peace. He used supernatural peace to calm the storm. So he gives us healing, he gives us peace. Then the miracle of the demoniacs. He delivers some demoniacs. We see Jesus our deliverer. He's our deliverer. He's our healer. He's our peace, our deliverer. Then in the next miracle, where he raises up a paralytic and he forgives his sin. It illustrates Jesus as our way of forgiveness. And then in the next two miracles, where he heals Jairus' daughter, raises her back from the dead, and heals the woman with the issue of blood, illustrates Jesus as our resurrection and life. And then he heals some blind men and fulfilling prophecy, heals the dumb. Where messianic prophecy showing that Jesus is our Savior. And each of these miracles demonstrate different aspects of who Jesus was in the ministry that he had. He's our healer, he's our peace, he's our deliverer, he's our forgiver, our way of forgiveness, he's the resurrection and life, he's our Savior. All of these things. And guess what? The same types of things that Jesus came to do, you are called to do the same. In fact, in the very next chapter, Matthew chapter 10, at the end of the chapter, after laying out all these miracles, he looks and he says, these are like sheep, these people, and he sees the multitudes, he's moved with compassion. He says, these are like sheep without a shepherd. He says, pray for laborers, that's you, that's me, to go into the harvest. And he says in Matthew chapter 10, he's like, all right, guys, you see all these things that I've done. You've seen this ministry. Now you go out and you do these things. It says in Matthew 10, verse 8, freely you have received, now freely give. That's our job. Jesus has blessed us. He's our healer. He's our peace, our deliverer. All of these things, our forgiver. All of these things. Now we, in turn, reflect that, and we bring that ministry to others to set other people free. That's what you're doing when you're doing altar ministry. There's people that need healing. You're praying for healing. You're believing God to touch them, to heal their bodies. People that are oppressed, people that are depressed, people that are going through something, that have a broken heart. Jesus is our peace. You bring the peace of God to these people's lives. People that are addicted to things, people that need deliverance. There might be scenarios where you have to cast the devil out of somebody. Well, Jesus is our deliverer. Those that need forgiveness, of course, praying for those sinners who are repenting, praying for them to receive salvation, praying for people that need the resurrection power of God in their life, people that are coming back, the backslider, all these things. This is what you're doing when you're doing altar ministry